All right, saying I'm on 9 Spiral. We're back. Daniel 9 Part 2. All right, and we have another one. We have another one. All right, we're going to let him do his thing. But I don't know why these people continue to call the Most High Allah. All right, you got it.
He says, and I have come to tell you, for you are greatly beloved.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, consider the matter, and what else, friends? Understand the vision.
Mm-hmm.
So while one time period is winding down, God introduces another time period.
In other words, you putting words in the Most High's mouth. He actually said the Most High is introducing another time period. Now watch this. We wonder what kind.
In other words, in the middle of the 70 years of captivity,
Mm-hmm.
God introduces the 70 weeks.
Mm-hmm. For who?
So while the captivity of the Israelites is winding down, God says, wait a minute.
Wow.
I've got to make sure that the reason why you ended up here does not get repeated.
What the hell you mean? We in captivity, homie. This nigga. If he was gonna make sure we never did, we wouldn't even be in captivity, man. Y'all see this shit? Why is the Most High coming back to free us from all four corners, all right? You got it.
So God establishes a probationary prophecy.
A probationary prophecy. All right.
A probationary prophecy. So that he not only frees his people physically, but they are also freed spiritually.
How?
So Daniel 9, verse 24, introduces this prophetic period, what I call the probationary prophecy. Notice the words of Daniel 9, verse 24, the 70-week prophecy. The Lord said to Daniel, 70 weeks are determined for your people and for your what? Holy city. And notice the 6 things. You'll see the green numbers. Follow them carefully. Matter of fact, say them with me. The first thing is to do what? To finish the transgression. To do what else? To make an end of sins. To what else?
All right, so if we finishing transgressions, who in the hell is dying on some damn wood? You got it.
Else? To make reconciliation for iniquity and for to bring in everlasting righteousness, to seal up vision and prophecy, and what else? To anoint the most holy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking at this prophecy, it had to span more than 70 literal weeks.
Why? Why?
It had to be more than 490 days.
Why?
Because the arrival of the Messiah was more than 500 years still in the future.
And so you see, they have to bump up numbers, right? And multiply and say that a week means a year. To tie in their Savior, all right? Who was mutilated and provided human sacrifice in which the Most High forbid Israel not to do so. See that? All right, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Go ahead, Reb.
And when you look at this prophecy, in hindsight, you think, if I were the children of Israel, I would have used my time wisely. But then again, how many of us are waiting till we find out the exact date of Jesus' arrival to start acting right?
Got him. All right, now watch this. Watch this. Check them out. That's right.
So the prophecy of the 70 weeks would span a period of 490 years, and the evidence for its length is cited in Daniel 9 and verse 24. Notice this slide. 70 weeks are determined. The word there, determined, comes from a Hebrew word. Why don't you pronounce that Hebrew word? Go ahead and try it. Quafak. That sounds good enough for me. That simply means to cut off.
All right, he says to cut off. I don't see cut off. I see shorten, but that could mean a determined time. Was determined, already set, so I don't get cut off. Here is cut off, right? All right, Reb. All right, check them out, y'all. You will not believe what's about to come out of his mouth. Go ahead, Reb.
Follow very carefully.
Nope.
Look at one of those incorrect dates that have scriptural support. Here's the first one given by Cyrus. The 70 weeks, look at the chart right here. The 70 weeks of Daniel 9, verse 24.
Wow.
Cyrus, he gave a decree, but that was not the decree that God had intended. Because
What?
the decree that Cyrus had given was for the rebuilding of the temple. Look at one of those incorrect dates that have scriptural support.
Watch
Here's
this.
the
Watch
first
it.
one given by Cyrus.
Watch this.
The 70 weeks, look at the chart right here. The 70 weeks of Daniel 9, verse 24.
Cook.
Cyrus, he gave a decree, but that was not the decree that God had intended.
Wow.
The decree that Cyrus had given was for the rebuilding of the temple, not for the complete restoration of the Jews. And if you
Okay, so you see what's going on? They're putting words in the Most High's mouth, all right? And this is a dangerous game to play. All right, y'all, we're back in Daniel 9, chapter 9, verse 20 through 27. But we ain't going to get all of that. We're going to start at 24, all right? 70 weeks are determined for your people and for your holy city. People and holy city. So it ain't got nothing, it don't just have to do with the building of the temple, as Reb just said. All right? You see that? Are to finish transgressions, to make an end of sins, to make reconciliation for iniquity. What the hell does he mean? No restoration. This is restoration right here. To make an end of sins, to make reconciliation for iniquity, to bring in everlasting righteousness. What the hell does he mean? No restoration. To seal up vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the command to restore and build Jerusalem, what is he talking about? Until Messiah the Prince. Now this cannot be JC or no Yeshua Shai. Why? Because this is capitalized. There are no capital letters in Hebrew. There are no uppercase letters in Hebrew. None whatsoever. All right? There are no capital letters in Hebrew. So we got a problem. It can't be your Messiah. Then who is it? All right, so he said no restoration, huh? Judah will be restored. Okay. Thus says the Most High. And this is out of the Most High's mouth. I'm not going to put no words in it. Like Pastor just did. And all the rest of them. Your Redeemer. And he who formed you from the womb. I am the Most High who make all things, who stretches out the Shamayim all alone, who spreads abroad the earth by himself. And Big Mama, who frustrates the signs of babblers and drive diviners mad like Red, who turns wise men backwards and makes their knowledge foolishness, who confirms the words of his servant and performs the counsel of his messengers, which is talking Mashiachs, who says to Jerusalem, you shall be inhabited, to the cities of Judah you shall be built, and I will raise up her waste places. Back then, how do we know? Who says to the deep, be dry, and I will dry up your rivers. Who says of Cyrus, he is my shepherd, Mashiach. So we're talking shepherd, huh? And we're talking companion of the Most High. Cyrus, all right? The Most High calls names. And you can't explain to me why he never called JC name or Yeshua Shai. No, he calls his messiahs, his Mashiach's names. Who says of Cyrus, he is my shepherd, and he shall perform all my pleasure, saying to Jerusalem, you shall be built, and to the temple your foundation shall be laid. Isaiah 45, 1-3, huh? Thus says the Most High to his anointed Mashiach, right? Hmm? To his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have held to subdue nations before him, to loose the armor of kings, to open before him the double doors, so the gates will not be shut. I will go before you and make crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of bronze and cut the bars of iron. This was just to restore and rebuild Jerusalem back then. I will give you the treasures of darkness, huh? Only a Mashiach gets that. We're talking the keys to the kingdom and the hidden treasures of secret places, that they may know that I, the Most High, who called you by your name, Cyrus, and the power of Israel. Huh? Let's go to 2 Chronicles 36, 22, 23. All right, and all we're doing is precepting. Now, in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Most High by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled. Huh? In the first year of Darius, son of Azarius, of the lineage of the Medes, who was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans, in the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by the books. That's what we're doing. We're reading the number of years specified by the word of the Most High through who? Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in desolation. See that? Give me 1 second. I don't trust that. That's fishing. All right, let's rock. Okay? That the word of the Most High by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled. The Most High stirred up the spirit, the Ruach of Cyrus, king of Persia. I told you it's something like the old TV show Quantum Leap. That's how messiahs work. So that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom and also put it in writing. He put it in writing saying, thus says Cyrus, king of Persia, all the kingdoms of the earth, the Most High Howah of heaven, Shamayim, has given to me. You see that? Then we just read that in Isaiah 44, 45. And he has commanded me to build him a house at Jerusalem, which is in Utah. Who is among you of all his people? May the Most High, his power be with him. And let him go up. 2 Chronicles 36, 15 to 21. Check this out. And the Most High Howah of their father sent warnings to them by his messengers, all right, the prophets, rising up early and sending them, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of Hawah, despised his words, and scoffed at his prophets, until the wrath of the Most High arose against his people, until there was no remedy. Therefore he brought against them the king of the Chaldeans, who killed their young men with the sword in the house of their sanctuary, and had no compassion on young men, or virgin, on the age or the weak. He gave them all into his hands, and all the articles from the house of Hawa, great and small, the treasures of the house of the Most High, and the treasures of the king of all his leaders. All these he took to Babylon. Then they burned the house of Hawa, broke down the wall of Jerusalem, burned all its palaces with fire, and destroyed all its precious possessions. And those who escaped from the sword he carried away to Babylon, where they became servants to him and his sons until the rule of the kingdom of Persia. Meaning what? Captivity up, to fulfill the word of the Most High by the mouth of Jeremiah, until the land had enjoyed her Sabbath. This is what the 70 weeks is about. As long as she, the land, Jerusalem, lay desolate, she kept her Sabbath to fulfill 70 years. Why 70 weeks? Because each week is a Shabbat. Damn, that was loud. I dropped the mic, but that was a screwdriver. Each week is a Shabbat. The Most High had respect for the land. That's what the 70 weeks was about. Because the land was going to enjoy her Shabbats for 70 years. Watch me work. Leviticus 26:40-45. But if they confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers, with their unfaithfulness, in which they were unfaithful to me, and that they also have walked contrary to me, all right, or us, we're just talking your parents above, and that I also have walked contrary to them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies. If their uncircumcised hearts are humbled, and they accept their guilt, then I will remember my covenant with Yaakov, and my covenant with Isaac, and my covenant with Abraham. I will remember. I will remember the land. The land also shall be left empty by them, and will enjoy its Shabbat while it lies desolate without them. This is Leviticus. The land also shall be left empty by them, and will enjoy its Shabbat while it lies desolate. That's what the 70 weeks was about. Ezra 1, chapter 1, verse 1-4. Now in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Most High by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled, the Most High stirred up the spirit of the king of Persia, so that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom, and also put it in writing, saying, we just got that from Second Chronicles 36. So we're seeing this all over the place. Watch this, watch this. 14, 20. Watch this. 14 through 20. Nah, nah. Y'all can kill that Daniel 9. Y'all can kill that. All right. Leviticus 26, 14 through 20. But if you do not obey us, your parents above, and do not observe all these commandments, and if you despise our statutes, and if your soul adheres our judgment, so that you do not perform all my commandments, our commandments, talking your parents above, but break our covenant, we also will do this to you. We will even appoint terror over you, wasting disease and fever, which shall consume the eye and cause sorrow of heart. And you shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it. I will set my face against you. All right. Remember, they hid their face from us. And you shall be defeated by your enemies. Those who hate you shall reign over you, and you shall flee when no one pursues you. And after all this, if you do not obey me, then I will punish you 7 times more for your sins. I will break the pride of your power. This is what Daniel was worried about. This is why he set his face towards the east and made supplication and prayers. Because the captivity was supposed to be over with. But the Persians came and overthrew the Chaldeans, the Babylonians. Daniel said, uh-oh, seems like we're not coming out of this captivity. The curse of Leviticus is on us. 7 times more. Daniel thought that they were going to have. Now you see why Daniel was in a frenzy, Now watch this. Back in Daniel 9, it started 13. You see that? Let's go to 12. And he has confirmed his words, which he spoke against us and against our judges. You see that? Who judged us by bringing upon us great disaster. For under the whole Shamaim, such has never been done as what has been done to Jerusalem, as it is written in the law of Moshe. All this disaster has to come upon us, Yet we have not made our prayer before the Most High. What? This is what Daniel was worried about. All right. All right. And so this is what has happened. Daniel 7:25. All right. What about they, shall speak pompous words against the Most High, shall persecute the saints of the Most High, and shall intend to change times and law. Watch this. Let's go. Watch me work. Watch me work. All right. We're in the hijack book of the New Testament, And we're dealing with Matthew, one of the 12 gang members, huh? They was disciples, huh? Gangster disciples or something, huh? Now watch this. Then many false prophets will rise up and deceive many. And because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. But he who endures to the end shall be saved. And this gospel, you see that? This gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations. And then the end will come. Uh-oh, we got him. Now they telling you right here. JC is telling you right here. Yeshua Shai is telling you right here that what he just said was bullshit. Now watch this. Therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet standing in the holy place, whoever reads, let him understand. Now he just said, go back and read Daniel for yourself. Then you'll get understanding, because I just told you some bullshit. That's what he just told you. You see that? But no. Here, 14, it says, and this gospel of the kingdom will be preached to all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. Really? You sure about that, JC? See, you see, this is why it can't be your Messiah or your Savior, JC. All right? It can't be. Why? Because the end hasn't come yet. Now the question is, has the gospel been preached to all the nations? That's the question. Huh? All right. Now watch this sick ass shit. And after this, I'm going to end it, man, because after reading this, I'm going to feel yucky and I'm going to have to take a shower. All right. Colossians chapter 1, 19 through 23. Has the gospel been preached to all the nations? If so, then that means JC or Yeshua Shai is a damn lie, because the end has not come yet. Now we about to see. For it pleased the Father that in him all the faithfulness shall dwell, and by him to reconcile all things to himself. You see this shit? By him, whether things on earth or things in heaven, having made peace through the what? The Most High does not do blood sacrifice. Thou shalt not pass over thy children to Moloch through the fire, huh? But here, having made peace through the what? Blood of his cross. It didn't even say it's by his cross. What the fuck? And you once were alienated. I ain't talking to me, talking to y'all Christians and y'all Israelite campers. And you who once were alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked works, yet now she, I guess, has reconciled in the body of his flesh, through death. You hear this shit? To present you holy and blameless and above reproach in his sight. If indeed you continue in the faith, grounded and steadfast, and are not moved away from the hope of the gospel which you heard, which what? Let me bring it down. Uh-oh. Let me get this. Let me get this so I can end this shit. All right. Which was preached to every creature under Shamayim, of which I, Paul, became a minister. Now, we ask a simple question. Why hasn't the end come yet? JC, Yahushua, you a damn lie. You a liar. We just called him red-handed. You a lie. And Paul is a lie too. All y'all liars, man. All y'all do is lie. The whole New Testament is a farce. All right. All praises to our Father and our Mother above. We say, Allah Hoa.